Never stop.
Not when it's hard.
Not when it's done. Never, never, never.
Never stop.
Not when it's hard.
Not when it's done.
Never, 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 never stop. Never stop.
Not when it's hard. Not when it's done. Never,
yeah. Every mile of the grind running at the relentless standard. Every cold block of the hustle, the most example. Evidence of the one who chose to move and above the rest and never stop.
every coat black attesting
To the discipline above the comfortable, arriving daily. Operating through the grind most precisely, never vaguely. At the pace of butter, ordinary, comfortable ceiling. Chosen every relentless decision, most precisely frozen in the cold of the never above the comfortable.
stopping.
Never stop. Every excuse dropping under the weight of the relentless standard. Operating nightly,
Never stop.
hitting every corner rightly. At the pace of butter, comfortable into the permanent motion. Moving through the grind with the full devotion to the never unstoppable, the ordinary settling.
Never stop.
The relentless empire leveling.
Never stop. The engine running cold all night. Never stop. Every mile another birth. Right of the relentless above the comfortable stopping standard. Never stop. Never stop. Most exampled in the hustle above the comfortable, arriving completely. Never stop. The relentless operating discreetly. Never stop. The engine running cold all night. Never stop. Every mile another birth. Right of the relentless above the comfortable stopping standard. Never stop. Never stop. Most exampled in the hustle above the comfortable, arriving completely. Never stop. The relentless operating discreetly.
Relentless running cold before the morning confirms it. Every never stop decision of the hustle merits. The pace of butter, comfortable stopping of the ordinary.
Never stop.
The relentless most solitary.
Never stop. The engine running cold all night. Never stop. Every mile another birth. Right of the relentless above the comfortable stopping standard. Never stop. Never stop. Most example in the hustle above the comfortable, arriving completely. Never stop. The relentless operating discreetly. Never stop.
Keep it moving,
Never stop.
engine, always on.
Relentless forever.
Dark crown run. The empire doesn't walk.
Never walked, always ran. Dark crown run.
The empire doesn't walk.
Never walked, always ran.
Every dark mile of the crown running at the empire standing nightly. Moving through the city of the royal most precisely rightly. At the dark above the ordinary, arriving in the cold hours. Dark crown run.
All the royal powers
Of the empire assembled at the standard above the comfortable walking. Every dark decision of the crown, the most complete talking. Of the empire through the streets before the morning counted. Every royal mile of the dark crown most surmounted by the standard above the comfortable into the crown permanent.
Dark crown run.
The royal most deterrent, forced to every comfortable block of the walking choosing. Dark crown run.
The royal empire never losing.
Every cold mile of the dark because the crown foundation holds. Dark crown run.
The royal running at the highest tolls.
Of the empire of the ordinary comfortable arriving.
Dark crown run.
The royal authority always surviving.
Dark crown run. Royal empire running every block tonight.
Dark crown run.
Every dark mile, another royal ride. Every cold decision of the crown confirming what I know. Dark crown run. Every royal blow when the crown is dark and the dark runs the empire. The royal authority entire. Dark crown run. Royal empire running every block tonight. Every dark mile, another royal ride. Every cold decision of the crown confirming what I know. Dark crown run. Every royal glow when the crown is dark and the dark runs the empire. The royal authority entire.
Crown running dark before the morning confirms it. Every royal decision of the empire most merits the standard above the ordinary comfortable arriving nightly. Dark crown runner.
empire hitting rightly. Dark crown run, royal empire running every block tonight.
Dark crown run.
Every dark mile, another royal ride. Every cold decision of the crown confirming what I know.
Dark crown
Run, every royal glow. When the crown is dark, in the dark runs the empire.
Dark crown run.
The royal authority entire. Dark crown run.
Empire never walks,
Always ran.
always ran.
Always ran.
Royal forever.
City king. Dark crown.
Empire runs, always crown stays.
Dark forever. Velvet on the surface, voltage underneath. Touch it and you'll feel both. Velvet voltage. Velvet voltage.
Yeah.
Velvet voltage.
Velvet voltage.
Velvet voltage, running through the ambition at the speed of the electric. Every word I drop is the most intentionally, imperfectly direct. Connection to the truth of what I'm building in the after dark completely. Velvet voltage, every single bar delivered most discreetly.
With the force of all the discipline behind the velvet service.
Velvet voltage,
Every single word serves its purpose in the architecture of the rapid fire vision.
velvet voltage,
Every single precision.
engineered syllable, a piece of the velvet voltage story.
Velvet voltage.
Moving through the city in its full glory.
At the speed of the electric underneath the smooth exterior.
Velvet voltage, every single inferior.
Assessment of the capacity corrected by the output.
Velvet voltage, every single route.
Through the city at the speed of the velvet voltage burning.
Velvet voltage, every single turning.
Of the corner at the speed of the electric underneath.
Velvet voltage, every single reach.
Of the accomplishment was velvet on the surface of the iron.
Velvet voltage, every single trying.
Of the doubt to underestimate the voltage underneath.
Velvet voltage, every single
The
beneath.
surface force of the ambition running rapid.
Velvet voltage,
Every single rapid syllable of order, the ambition and delivery.
velvet voltage,
Every single city block I pass that speed is velvet voltage testimony.
velvet voltage.
The complete ceremony
Of the late night drive is the velvet voltage moving.
velvet voltage.
Every mile proving
That the smooth exterior contains the
highest voltage.
velvet voltage.
Every single college of the hard lessons learned in the dark is a running current.
Velvet voltage.
Every single deterrent.
To the growth is just the voltage building underneath.
Velvet voltage, every single beneath.
The velvet service is the most electric ambition.
Velvet voltage, the complete rendition.
Of the sophisticated power is the velvet voltage daily.
Velvet voltage,
Operating most precisely and not vaguely.
velvet voltage, voltage, over running hot inside.
Velvet voltage
Every late night drive
is the velvet moving through the city electric. Velvet voltage,
the voltage,
the perfect
balance of a smooth and the intensity.
velvet voltage
Moving with the electricity.
of the ambition underneath the velvet grace.
Velvet voltage, moving at my own pace. Velvet voltage on the late night city, running rapid speed. Velvet voltage, every syllable of volta, what I need to express the combination of the smooth and the electric fire.
Velvet voltage.
Every single verse a higher frequency of the ambition, wrapped in velvet confidence expressed.
Velvet voltage.
Smooth but definitely not compressed.
Velvet voltage.
Smooth but running hot inside.
Velvet voltage.
Every late night drive. Velvet voltage. Velvet voltage, 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 voltage. Velvet on the surface, voltage underneath. Touch it and you'll feel both.
King never falls.
Bent, maybe. Broken, never.
King never falls.
King never falls. Bent, maybe. Broken, never.
King never falls.
Every storm that hit the king running off the royal foundation. Every cold block of the hustle, the most complete coronation of the resilience above the ordinary, breaking standard. King never falls. Every cold mile, most example in the discipline of the rising above the comfortable falling.
King never falls.
Every dark chapter calling to the strength above the ordinary, into the king permanent.
King never falls.
The royal most deterrent, forced to every storm of the comfortable standard choosing.
King never falls.
The royal authority never losing every challenge or the cold, because the king foundation holds.
King
The
never
royal
falls.
running at the highest toes. All the resilience above the ordinary, comfortable arriving.
King never
The
falls.
royal authority always thriving in the record of the king above the ordinary, falling standard.
King never falls.
Every royal mile example.
King never falls. Bent but never broken through the night. King never falls. Every royal mile another birthright. Every stone decision of the king, confirming what I know. King never falls. King never falls. Every royal glow when the king stands tall and the storm runs out of power. King never falls. Royal every hour. King never falls. Bent but never broken through the night. King never falls. Every royal mile another birthright. Every stone decision of the king, confirming what I know. King never falls. King never falls. Every royal glow when the king stands tall and the storm runs out of power. King never falls. Royal every hour.
Royal running cold before the storm confirms it. Every king decision of the resilience merits the standard above the ordinary, falling of the comfortable.
King never falls.
The royal most honorable.
King never falls. Bent but never broken through the night. King never falls. Every royal mile another birthright. Every stone decision of the king, confirming what I know. King never falls. King never falls. Every royal glow when the king stands tall and the storm runs out of power. King never falls. Royal every hour.
King never falls. Bent, never broken.
Royal always standing.
Storm never wins.
City king.
Never falls.
Crown stays always.
Obsidian king. Volcanic. Formed under the most pressure. Yeah. Every obsidian move of the king, running at the volcanic standard. Moving through the dark of the savage, most precisely example in the pressure of the obsidian, above the ordinary arriving.
Obsidian king.
The volcanic authority always surviving.
Every block of the comfortable because the obsidian holds.
Obsidian king.
The dark running at the highest toll.
Of the savage above the ordinary, into the obsidian permanent.
Obsidian king. The dark most deterrent.
Forced to every comfortable block of the ordinary choosing.
Obsidian king.
The obsidian empire never losing every cold mile of the dark, because the king foundation operates.
Obsidian king.
Dark running
at the highest rate.
of the savage above the ordinary, comfortable arriving.
Obsidian king. The volcanic authority always thriving.
In the record of the obsidian above the ordinary standard.
Obsidian king. Every dark mile most example. Obsidian king. Volcanic volcanic, every dark mile the night. Obsidian king, every heart savage, mile of birthright. Every dark decision of the obsidian confirming the crown. Obsidian king, never backing down. When the king is obsidian and the obsidian runs the block. Obsidian king, the dark empire, around the clock. Obsidian king, volcanic, every dark mile the night. Obsidian king, every heart savage, mile of birthright. Every dark decision of the obsidian confirming the crown. Obsidian king, never backing down. When the king is obsidian and the obsidian runs the block. Obsidian king, the dark empire, around the clock.
Obsidian running volcanic before the morning confirms it. Every dark decision of the king most merits. The savage above the ordinary, comfortable arriving nightly.
Obsidian king,
the dark empire hidden rightly.
Obsidian king, volcanic, every dark mile the night. Obsidian king, every heart savage, mile of birthright. Every dark decision of the obsidian confirming the crown. Obsidian king, never backing down. When the king is obsidian and the obsidian runs the block. Obsidian king, the dark empire, around the clock.
Obsidian king,
Obsidian king, Obsidian king, Obsidian king.
formed under pressure. Volcanic,
Always.
dark crown forever. NOIR flex,
Dressed in the dark,
moving like the night owes me. Every NOIR move with a flex, running at the dark cinematic standard. Moving through the night to the savage, most precisely example. In the discipline of the dark, above the ordinary, arriving nightly.
NOIR flex,
Hitting every dark corner rightly. At the cinematic, above the ordinary, comfortable zone.
NOIR flex,
Always running,
always glowing.
always glowing. Through the dark of the NOIR, deliberate pace of the savage. Every cold decision of the dark, the most complete advantage. Of the night above the ordinary, comfortable ceiling chosen.
Every NOIR flex decision most precisely frozen.
In the discipline of the dark, above the ordinary, arriving.
NOIR flex,
The savage authority always surviving.
every block of the comfortable.
Because the NOIR foundation home
NOIR flex, the dark running at the highest toll.
of the savage above the ordinary, into the NOIR permanent.
NOIR flex,
The dark most determined.
NOIR flex, dark and dress for every block tonight. NOIR flex, every cinematic mile another birthright. Every dark decision of the flex confirming what I know. NOIR flex, every savage glow. When the flex is NOIR and the NOIR runs the city. NOIR flex, the dark cinematic, not a pity. NOIR flex, dark and dress for every block tonight. NOIR flex, every cinematic mile another birthright. Every dark decision of the flex confirming what I know. NOIR flex, every savage glow. When the flex is NOIR and the NOIR runs the city. NOIR flex,
The dark cinematic, not a pity. NOIR running dark before the morning confirms it. Every cinematic decision of the flex most merits. The savage above the ordinary, comfortable arriving nightly.
NOIR flex,
The dark empire hitting rightly.
NOIR flex, dark and dress for every block tonight. NOIR flex, every cinematic mile another birthright. Every dark decision of the flex confirming what I know. NOIR flex, every savage glow. When the flex is NOIR and the NOIR runs the city. NOIR flex,
The dark cinematic, not a pity.
NOIR flex, night owes me. NOIR dressed always, NOIR forever.
Chrome King, heart on every surface.
Cold on every move. Chrome King,
Heart on every surface.
cold in every move.
Strong move with the king, running at the coast at a nightly. Moving through the city of the heart, most precisely rightly. At the chrome above the ordinary, arriving in the cold hours.
Chrome King.
All the cold, hard powers of the discipline assembled at the standard above the comfortable ceiling. Every chrome decision of the kingdom most revealing of the character beneath the surface of the heart completely.
Chrome King.
Operating most discreetly at the code above the ordinary, comfortable showing.
Chrome King.
Always running,
Always growing.
through the city at the chrome, deliberate king's pace. Every code decision of the heart confirming the place of the one above the ordinary into the chrome permanent.
Chrome King.
The cold, hard, most deterrent.
Force to every comfortable block of the ordinary choosing. Chrome King. The chrome empire never losing. Chrome King. Code on every surface every night. Chrome King. Every hard mile another birthright. Every chrome decision of the king confirming what I know. Chrome King. Chrome King. Every cold hard glow when the king is chrome and the chrome runs the black. Chrome King. They called authority around the clock. Chrome King. Code on every surface every night. Chrome King. Every hard mile another birthright. Every chrome decision of the king confirming what I know. Chrome King. Chrome King. Every cold hard glow when the king is chrome and the chrome runs the black. Chrome King. They called authority around the clock.
Chrome running go before the morning confirms it. Every hard decision of the king most merits the standard above the ordinary, comfortable arriving nightly.
Chrome King.
The code authority hidden rightly.
Chrome King. Code on every surface every night. Chrome King. Every hard mile another birthright. Every chrome decision of the king confirming what I know. Chrome King. Chrome King. Every cold hard glow when the king is chrome and the chrome runs the block. Chrome King. They called authority around the clock.
Chrome King.
Code on every move.
Hard authority, hard authority.
Chrome forever.
Sovereign drive. Every mile belongs to me. Sovereign drive. Every mile belongs to me. Sovereign drive means every mile is mine by right of the discipline invested. Sovereign night belongs to those who built the authority to claim it. Sovereign drive. Every mile I frame it with the confidence of someone who has earned the road. Sovereign drive. Every mile of code written in the dark hours of the preparation. Sovereign drive. The complete liberation of the road is the sovereign's gift to the committee. Sovereign drive. Every mile submitted to the authority of the one who owns the lane. Sovereign drive. Every dark domain of the night road is the sovereign's territory. Sovereign drive. The complete story of authority is written in the night mile. Sovereign drive the road and no trials. No trials. No trials. Sovereign drive. Sovereign drive. I own every mile tonight. Sovereign drive. The road belongs to those who fight for the authority to claim it through the discipline. Sovereign drive. Sovereign drive. Begin the sovereign night with every mile is mine. Sovereign drive. The road and I align. Second verse, the sovereign drive, expanding past the literal into every area of the life. The empirical evidence of the sovereign state is in the moving. Sovereign drive. Every mile proving that the authority was built, not given. Sovereign drive, the most driven version of the self is the one behind the sovereign wheel. Sovereign drive. Every mile real evidence of the sovereign character in motion. Sovereign drive. The complete devotion of the road to the sovereign who invested. Sovereign drive. Every mile tested against the standard of the one who owns the lane. Sovereign drive. Every dark domain of the life belongs to those who chose the building. Sovereign drive. The most complete gilding. Sovereign drive. I own every mile tonight. Sovereign drive. The road belongs to decoration of the authority earned through the preparation. We own the night together, give a sovereign mind, love forever. Let's go!
Dark leverage. Every position a fulcrum.
Every move amplified.
Every level of the dark, running at the savage, standing nightly, moving through the assets of the empire, most precisely, brightly at the leverage above the ordinary, arriving in the cold hours.
Dark leverage.
All the strategic, savage powers
Of the discipline assembled at the standard above the comfortable ceiling. Every dark decision of the leverage, the most revealing of the character beneath the surface of the strategy completely.
Dark leverage.
Operating most discreetly at the savage above the ordinary, comfortable, showing nightly through the dark of the leverage, hitting every rightly positioned asset before the morning confirms the standing.
Dark leverage.
the savage authority outstanding.
But the ordinary into the leverage permanent. Dark leverage.
The strategic, most deterrent, foster every comfortable position of the ordinary choosing.
Dark leverage.
The savage empire never losing.
Dark leverage, every position amplified tonight. Dark leverage, every strategic move a birthright of the savage above the ordinary, comfortable arrive. Dark leverage,
Dark leverage.
always thriving. When the leverage is dark, in the dark runs the empire. Dark leverage, savage authority entire. Dark leverage, every position amplified tonight. Dark leverage, every strategic move a birthright of the savage above the ordinary, comfortable arrive. Dark leverage,
Dark leverage.
always thriving. When the leverage is dark, in the dark runs the empire. Dark leverage, savage authority entire.
Leverage running dark before the morning confirms it. Every strategic decision of the savage most merits the dark above the ordinary, comfortable arriving nightly.
Dark leverage, savage empire hidden rightly. Dark leverage, every position amplified tonight. Dark leverage, every strategic move a birthright of the savage above the ordinary, comfortable arrive. Dark leverage,
Leverage.
always thriving. When the leverage is dark, in the dark runs the empire. Dark leverage, savage authority entire.
Dark leverage.
Every move amplified.
Strategic always.
Savage forever.
Dark velocity means I move at a pace they can't calculate. Every decision executed before they even contemplate the possibility. Dark velocity, the speed of the serious supply to every single thing I need to accomplish in the focused hours of the building. Dark velocity, every dark hour filling with the maximum productive output of the driven. Dark velocity, every hour given to the mission at the velocity of someone who is certain of the destination. Dark velocity, the curtain of the ordinary drops when the velocity activates. Dark velocity, the speed at which fate bends to the persistent and the focused and the certain. Dark velocity, the complete hurting put on every obstacle that stands inside the lane. Dark velocity, the groove remains. Dark velocity, the speed. Second verse of dark velocity, expanding past the drive. Every focus that we're building what it takes to thrive. At the velocity is someone operating at full power. Dark velocity, every building hour logged in, leveraged at the maximum efficiency. Dark velocity, the proficiency of the consistent builder moving at the serious speed. Dark velocity, every plan at sea growing at the velocity of the disciplined intention. Dark velocity, the complete extension of the effort past the comfortable stopping point. Dark velocity, every single joint of the empire
built at the speed of the committed.
Dark velocity,
Nothing omitted from the pace of the construction.
full velocity, dark velocity, the apostle of me. The reverse in the dark velocity, complete every hour of the drive, and every focused beat of the work combining at the maximum expression. Dark velocity, the complete confession of the committed life is the velocity maintained across the seasons of the building, never change to the comfortable pace of the ordinary timeline. Dark velocity, this groove is mine, 808 punchy underneath the decoration. Dark velocity, the complete liberation of the serious mover from the average pace. Dark velocity, I run my own race at the speed that the destination demands, honestly. Dark velocity, the most responsibly aggressive pace available to the focus. Dark velocity, I move the most, forever. The most, forever.
Street voltage.
Every block charge, touch it wrong and it burns. Street voltage.
Every block charge, touch it wrong and it burns.
Every vote of the street running at the charge, standing nightly, moving through the city of the electric, most precisely, rightly at the voltage above the ordinary, arriving in the dark hours.
Street voltage.
All the electric powers of the discipline assembled at the standard above the comfortable ceiling. Every charge decision of the streets, the most revealing of the character beneath the surface of the voltage. Completely
Street voltage.
operating most discreetly at the electric above the ordinary.
Comfortable showing.
Street voltage, always running
Always glowing.
through the city at the voltage, deliberate charge pace. Every electric decision of the block confirming the place of the one above the ordinary into the voltage permanent.
Street voltage.
The electric most deterrent force to every comfortable block of the uncharged choosing.
Street voltage.
The charged empire never losing.
Street voltage. Every block another charge tonight. Street voltage. Every electric mile a birthright. Every charge decision of the block confirming what I know. Street voltage. Street voltage. Every voltage glow. When the voltage is the street and the street runs the block. Street voltage. The electric empire around the clock. Street voltage. Every block another charge tonight. Street voltage. Every electric mile a birthright. Every charge decision of the block confirming what I know. Street voltage. Street voltage. Every voltage glow. When the voltage is the street and the street runs the block. Street voltage. The electric empire.
Voltage running charge before the morning confirms that every electric decision of the street most merits the standard above the ordinary, uncharged arriving nightly.
Street voltage.
The charged empire hit rightly.
Street voltage. Every block another charge tonight. Street voltage. Every electric mile a birthright. Every charge decision of the block confirming what I know. Street voltage. Street voltage. Every voltage glow. When the voltage is the street and the street runs the block. Street voltage. The electric empire around the clock. Every block charge.
Electric always burns forever.
Every block charge. Burns forever.
Every time I fell forward. Every fall was a step forward. Fall forward. Fall forward means the direction of the fall still matters.
Even when the whole construction shatters, you choose which way the pieces land. Fall forward, fall forward. Every single arc we stumble on the path of the ambition. Fall forward, the complete rendition of the champion's relationship with failure. Fall forward, the most detailed tailor of the comeback is the direction of the fall. Fall forward, never sideways, never stall into the backward. Fall forward is the physics of the growth mindset, the most specific instruction for the one who falls consistently. Fall forward, the most insistently forward. Facing fall is still a step toward the destination. Fall forward, the complete motivation is the angle of the fall. Fall forward, every time. Fall forward, the most complete climb is built of forward falls, not perfect steps. Fall forward, every single rep of the falling is the practice of the rising. Fall forward, the most surprising truth of every failure is the direction it provides. Fall forward, every fall decides. Fall decides. Second verse, the fall forward philosophy implied to every area of the life, every stride that ends in stumbling still covers ground completely. Fall forward, the most discreetly powerful lesson of the failure is the momentum. Fall forward, the most maximum efficiency of learning is the forward falling pace. Fall forward, every single space between the failure and the next attempt is sacred. Fall forward, every moment weighted with the intelligence of the lesson learned. Fall forward, every single earned understanding from the failure is the forward fuel. Fall forward, the most complete school is the collection of the forward falls across the years. Fall forward, the most honest mirrors of the character of the forward falls counted. Fall forward, every single mounted obstacle that sent me falling further forward. Fall forward, every single toward the destination fall was progress in disguise. Fall forward, underneath the skies of every failure is the ground of the next attempt. Fall forward, the fall is never exempt. Third verse, the fall forward at its most complete. Every failure of the journey at the most elite level of the instruction for the next descent. Fall forward, every single set backwards by the circumstance recovered. Fall forward, every moment discovered in the fallen is the gift of the direction. Fall forward, the complete connection between the failure and the destination. Fall forward, you can be foundation of the empire is the forward falls accumulated. Fall forward, every single faded fall that seemed like ending was the turning. Every single learning experience delivered through the medium of failing. The most complete sailing as the one that uses every wind included adversity. The most university level education is the forward fall curriculum. The most maximum growth available is in the falling forward direction. The complete perfection of the journey is the forward falling commitment. The most honest fitment of the lesson to the learning is the fall. The most complete call to the ambitious is the fall forward invitation. The complete celebration of the failure is the forward that it carries. Every single merry moment of the fall and the direction forward. Fall forward, the most honest record of a life well lived is the forward falls collected. Fall forward, every single selected failure that propelled the vision further. The most complete nurture of the destiny is the forward fall in practice. The most honest axis of the champion's trajectory is the fall. That's the call. That's the call. That's the call.
Blood and grind. Every drop earned.
Every hour bled for.
Blood and grind.
Every drop earned.
Every hour bled for.
Blood and grind.
Every drop earned. Every drop earned.
Every hour bled for.
Every hour of the grind, running at the blood, standing nightly. Moving through the sacrifice of the hustle, most precisely rightly. At the raw but the ordinary, arriving in the dark hours. Blood and grind, all the sacrifice powers. Or the discipline is similar to the standard above the comfortable sleeping. Every blood decision of the grind, the most complete keeping. Of the promise made in the dark before the morning counted. Every raw mile of the blood and grind, most surmounted by the standard above the comfortable into the grind. Permanent blood and grind, the raw most determined, forced to every comfortable block of the easy choosing. Blood and grind, the raw empire never losing. Every cold hour of the grind because the blood foundation holds. Blood and grind, the raw running at the highest tolls of the sacrifice above the ordinary, comfortable arriving.
Blood and grind.
The raw empire always surviving. Blood and grind, every drop another block of the bill. Blood and grind, every raw hour without the guilt of the claiming. Every sacrifice confirming the standing. Blood and grind, most outstanding. When the blood is in the grind and the grind runs the empire. Blood and grind,
The raw sacrifice entire.
blood and grind, every drop another block of the bill. Blood and grind, every raw hour without the guilt of the claiming. Every sacrifice confirming the standing. Blood and grind, most outstanding. When the blood is in the grind and the grind runs the empire. Blood and grind,
The raw sacrifice entire.
World running cold before the morning confirms it. Every blood decision of the grind, most merits the sacrifice above the ordinary, comfortable arriving nightly.
Blood and grind.
the raw empire hitting rightly. Blood and grind, every drop another block of the bill. Blood and grind, every raw hour without the guilt of the claiming. Every sacrifice confirming the standing. Blood and grind, most outstanding. When the blood is in the grind and the grind runs the empire. Blood and grind,
The raw sacrifice entire.
blood and grind,
Every drop earned.
every drop.
Every hour bled for.
Blood and grind,
Blood and grind.
every drop earned.
Every hour bled for. Deep night paper. The count never stopped. Not even when the city does. Every deep move of the paper, running at the nightstand and nightly. Moving through the savage of the count, most precisely rightly. At the deep above the ordinary, arriving in the cold hours. Deep night paper, all the savage focus powers of the discipline assembled at the standard above the comfortable ceiling. Every dark decision of the paper, the most revealing of the character beneath the surface of the deep completely. Deep night paper operating most discreetly at the savage above the ordinary, comfortable showing nightly. Through the dark of the paper, hidden every rightly positioned asset before the morning confirms a standing. Deep night paper, the savage authority outstanding, above the ordinary into the deep permanent standing. Deep night paper, the dark focus most demanding, forced to every comfortable block of the ordinary choosing. Deep night paper, the savage empire never losing.
Deep night paper, now running through the dark of night. Deep night paper, every savage mile another ride of the discipline above the ordinary, comfortable sleeping. Deep night paper, dark, always keeping account above the ordinary city's comfortable rest. Deep night paper, the savage focus best. Deep night paper, now running through the dark tonight. Deep night paper, smile, another ride of the discipline above the ordinary, comfortable sleeping. Deep night paper, dark, always keeping account above the ordinary, city's comfortable rest. Deep night paper, the savage focus best.
Deep running savage before the morning confirms it. Every night decision of the paper most merits. The count above the ordinary, comfortable arriving nightly. Deep night paper, the savage empire hidden rightly.
Deep night paper, count running through the dark tonight. Deep night paper, every savage mile another ride of the discipline above the ordinary, comfortable sleeping. Deep night paper, dark, always keeping account above the ordinary, city's comfortable rest. Deep night paper, the savage focus best.
Deep night paper. Deep night paper. Count never stops. Deep for
Deep night paper. Savage noir.
Dark enough to be permanent. This is what discipline after dark looks like.
Every savage move of the noir, running at the dark standard nightly.
Moving through the empire of the discipline most precisely rightly.
At the savage above the ordinary, arriving in the cold hours.
Savage noir.
All the dark focus powers
Of the discipline assembled at the standard above the comfortable ceiling. Every noir decision of the savage, the most revealing of the character beneath the surface of the dark completely.
Savage noir, operating most discreetly at the deep above the ordinary, comfortable showing nightly. Through the dark of the savage, hitting every rightly.
Position mile before the morning, confirm the empire standing.
Savage noir, the dark authority outstanding above the ordinary until the savage permanent stand. Savage noir,
The dark discipline most demanding.
forced to every comfortable block of the ordinary choosing.
Savage noir.
The dark empire never loses. Savage noir,
Deep dark empire, every block tonight.
savage noir, savage noir.
Every savage mile, a dark birthright.
Of the discipline above the ordinary, comfortable sleeping.
Savage noir.
Savage noir, the dark always keeping.
The savage standard above the ordinary, not arriving.
Savage noir, the dark empire always thriving. Every dark move of the savage noir is sharp speed running. Every cold mile of the empire most precisely coming. At the standard of the savage above the ordinary sleeping.
Savage noir.
Every dark decision the most complete keeping. Of the discipline above the comfortable ceiling, chosen nightly. Through the dark of the empire, hidden every rightly. Position blocked before the morning, confirms the standing.
Savage noir.
The dark authority always outstanding.
Moving at the sharp pace of the savage most precisely.
Every cold decision of the dark empire most discreetly.
Powerful in the savage above the ordinary, comfortable standard.
Savage noir, every dark mile most example.
In the record of the discipline above the comfortable arriving.
Savage noir, the sharp authority always surviving.
Every block of the comfortable because the savage operates.
Savage noir, the dark running at the highest rate. Savage noir,
Deep dark empire, every block tonight.
savage noir, savage noir.
Every savage mile, a dark birthright.
Of the discipline above the ordinary, comfortable sleeping.
Savage noir.
Savage noir, the dark always keeping.
The savage standard above the ordinary, not arriving.
Savage noir, the dark empire always thriving. Savage noir,
Dark always,
no hallways.
just the savage of the dark.
Above the ordinary arriving.
Savage noir.
The dark empire always thriving.
empire.
Was built in the dark.
The discipline was always the weapon. This was always the plan.
Savage noir.
Always. They said I was glass, fragile, easy to break. They forgot what happens when you heat glass long enough. It becomes steel. Glass and steel means I've been through the fire of the testing. Every crack they put in me, with every investing of the heat that hardened me into something permanent. Glass and steel, the most deterrent. Close to every obstacle is the one who's been through breaking. Glass and steel, every single making of the steel requires the glass to go through fire. Glass and steel, the most complete desire is the one that burned through every fragile version. Glass and steel, the complete excursion through the heat of the becoming. Glass to steel completely. Glass and steel, the most discreetly. Powerful transformation is the one that happens slowly. Glass and steel, the most holy. Forge is the one that converts the fragile to the permanent. Glass and steel, the most deterrent. To every force that tries to shatter is the steel. Glass and steel, every single feel of the breaking was the forging in disguise. Completely. Glass and steel, the most discreetly. Beautiful conversion is the glass to steel transition. Glass and steel, the complete rendition of the champion's transformation is the glass becoming. Glass and steel, always something coming. Glass and steel. I was glass until the fire found me. Glass and steel. Now the breaking can't surround me. With the threat of the shatter, I became the steel. Glass and steel. Glass and steel. The most real evidence of the transformation is the unbreakable. Glass and steel. The most traceable. Turning is the glass to steel of the survivor's life. Glass and steel. Unbreakable from the start. Glass and steel. Every test another forging session. Glass and steel. Every single lesson of the fire adding to the density of steel. Glass and steel. Every single real moment of the breaking was the making of the permanent. Glass and steel, the most deterrent. Glass and steel. I was glass until the fire found me. Glass and steel. Now the breaking can't surround me. Glass and steel. Glass and steel. Knowledge is liquid gold. Pour it every hour. Liquid gold, liquid gold. Liquid gold. Yeah, liquid gold is every book I read in the focused hours. Every concept that I absorb, convert into the powers of the person I'm becoming through deliberate learning. Liquid gold, every page the earning of the luxury that knowledge ultimately provides. Liquid gold, every concept rise through the mind like warm gold through a system. Liquid gold, every wisdom accumulated in the study hours compounded. Liquid gold, the most astounding investment available is the mind that keeps on learning. Liquid gold, every hour turning the raw material of information into understanding. Liquid gold, the most commanding presence in the room is always the most knowledgeable. Liquid gold, the most acknowledgeable. Liquid gold, I pour it in the study hours deep. Liquid gold, the knowledge is the thing I keep long after everything else fades and disappears. Liquid gold, across the years, the compound interest of the learning pays the most. Liquid gold, knowledge is the whole code. Second verse, the liquid gold philosophy in motion. Every focused study hour, the most devoted investment in the self that any timeline offers. Liquid gold, filling up the coffers of the mind with every concept, every framework. Liquid gold, every mental benchmark raised by the consistent study of the serious. Liquid gold, the most mysterious return on investment is the learning compound. Liquid gold, the most profound outcome of the study hours is the person. Liquid gold, the universe and everything it offers to the one who understands. Liquid gold, the most expanding asset is the mind that never stops acquiring. Liquid gold, the knowledge inspiring. Liquid gold, liquid gold doesn't depreciate, it compounds. Liquid gold, every hour of study is a deposit that pays forever. Liquid gold, liquid gold. Knowledge is liquid gold.
Savage hour. When the city goes quiet,
The real ones get loud.
we savage hour.
Every savage hour.
Yeah, yeah. Every savage hour of the dark, running at the deep standard, moving through the night of the discipline, most exampled in the focus of the savage, above the ordinary, sleeping every dark decision of the hour, the most complete keeping of the promise made before the city felt a comfortable silence.
Savage hour.
Every dark decision, the most relying on the deep above the ordinary, arriving in the cold hours.
Savage hour.
All the dark focused powers assembled at the standard above the comfortable ceiling nightly.
Savage hour.
Hitting every dark corner rightly at the deep above the ordinary into the savage permanent.
Savage hour.
The dark focus most deterrent, forced to every comfortable block of the sleeping choosing.
Savage hour.
The deep empire, never losing every cold mile of the dark because the savage foundation holds.
Savage hour.
A deep running at the highest toes.
Savage hour. Deep in the dark when the city goes still. Savage hour. Every dark mile, another thrill of the focus above the ordinary, comfortable sleeping. Savage hour. Savage hour. The dark always keeping the standard of the savage above the ordinary night. Savage hour.
Deep dark burning right.
Savage hour. Deep in the dark when the city goes still. Savage hour. Every dark mile, another thrill of the focus above the ordinary, comfortable sleeping. Savage hour. Savage hour. The dark always keeping the standard of the savage above the ordinary night. Savage hour.
Deep dark burning right. Deep savage running cold before the morning confirms it. Every dark decision of the hour most merits the focus above the ordinary, comfortable sleeping night.
Savage hour.
Deep dark hidden rightly.
Savage hour. Deep in the dark when the city goes still. Savage hour. Every dark mile, another message forever.
Block sovereign,
Not the loudest.
the most permanent.
Block sovereign. Not the loudest.
The most permanent. Every block of the sovereign running at the code authority. Every decision of the street, the most complete majority of the discipline above the ordinary, comfortable arriving.
Block sovereign.
The authority always surviving. Every challenge of the comfortable because the sovereign holds.
Block sovereign.
The authority running at the highest tolls of the discipline above the ordinary into the sovereign permanent.
Block sovereign.
The authority most deterrent, force to every ordinary block of the comfortable choosing.
Block sovereign.
The sovereign authority never losing every co-decision of the block because the sovereign operates.
Block sovereign.
The authority running at the highest rates, so the discipline above the ordinary into the
Sovereign standard.
moving through the blocks most precisely example in the record of the sovereign above the
Ordinary arriving.
block sovereign.
The cold authority thriving. Block sovereign. Most permanent on every street tonight. Block sovereign. Every block another sovereign right. Every cold decision of the authority confirming the standing. Block sovereign. Block sovereign. Most outstanding expression of the sovereign above the ordinary arriving. Block sovereign. The authority always thriving. Block sovereign. Most permanent on every street tonight. Block sovereign. Every block another sovereign right. Every cold decision of the authority confirming the standing. Block sovereign. Block sovereign. Most outstanding expression of the sovereign above the ordinary arriving. Block sovereign. The authority always
Thriving, sovereign running cold before the morning confirms it. Every block decision of the authority mirrors the standard above the ordinary, comfortable arriving nightly.
Block sovereign, the authority hidden rightly. Block sovereign, most permanent on every street tonight. Block sovereign, every block another sovereign right. Every cold decision of the authority confirming the standing. Block sovereign, most outstanding expression of the sovereign above the ordinary arriving. Block sovereign, the authority always thriving.
Block sovereign,
Block sovereign,
most permanent.
authority never fades.
Sovereign always.
Rapid fire, no reload. Every bar a bullet.
Every viral bullet.
Every flex on target. Target, 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 target.
Flex, flex.
Rapid fire flex, and I'm moving through the syllables at maximum velocity. Every bar I drop is the complete and most ferocious apostle of me. Never slowing down for the ones who can't keep up with the cadence. Rapid fire flex, and I've been running at this pace since the ancient days of the grind when I built the lung capacity for the delivery. Rapid fire flex, every single syllable a riveting evidence of the discipline invested in the craft of the rapid fire flex, and every word I place is perfectly mapped it.
Out before the verse begins, the flow is engineered for damage. Every rapid syllable is strategic piece of the manage. Meant to the attention. Rapid fire flex is the total domination of the space. Every word the antidote to the slow and the comfortable cadence of the ordinary average.
Rapid fire flex.
I've been running at this voltage in this savage pace since before the audience discovered what I was creating.
Rapid fire flex.
Never stopping, never pausing, never waiting for the perfect moment.
Every moment is the rapid fire trigger.
Rapid fire flex.
And every bar I place is getting bigger.
And the impact on the listener who never heard the speed before.
Fire flex. Every single syllable, another door.
Opening to the territory of the maximum expression.
Fire flex. Every single bar a rapid fire confession.
Of the ambition of the one who chose the fastest lane available.
Fire flex. The most complete every city.
Repetition, every syllable is loaded at the barrel. Rapid fire flex, every single word a parable of the confidence I wear at every speed, I never slow it. Rapid fire flex, every single street in this city knows it, moving at the rapid fire speed of the ambition daily. Rapid fire flex,
Operating most precisely and not vaguely. Rap, we moving at a different frequency. Rapid fire flex.
speed is our identity.